So, a couple months ago when I was first asked to speak today, I had no clue what I was going to talk about. And then the crash happened. That's what I'm going to talk about. You know, that day we never envisioned that was going to happen. We didn't think that we would be put in that situation to do. But we were, and it was the best thing that happened. Because that day put me to where I am now. I'm so much better off. We were right outside of Birmingham, about to go into the city, when we crashed. We flipped 3 times, and I ended up fracturing 8 vertebrae, 5 in my neck, 3 in my back, and I had a partial collapsed lung. That was probably the scariest day of my life. I can just remember the fear that I felt when the doctor said that I had a partial collapsed lung. You can ask Dad. I started squirming around like crazy, and they had to calm me down. But as time went on, I went and I looked back on how God was there through that time. The man we crashed into was a firefighter. He didn't have to be okay with the situation, but he was. There was this woman that was there. We didn't know her, never met her, but she stopped and she made sure we were okay. We were 4 hours away from home and alone. So we went to the hospital. And I wasn't going to get tested, but they finally convinced me to go. Because I was stubborn. I was like, I'm good. But after a while, I started getting the bad news. They found some separation. They were going to test further. Ran more tests, alone for so long. And then they found more and they had to test more. But during that whole time, I was alone. But something happened. During the crash, when everything went everywhere, we had stuff from different drawers that was feet away from the car. But in the passenger seat after we had happened, I looked and I found this little New Testament Bible. So I had it with me the whole time, and I didn't let go of it. For weeks after, it stayed by my side. And that was God's way of showing me He was there. When my parents first got back to the room, I couldn't speak. I just cried. I didn't have to be tough anymore. I didn't have to fake how I felt. I could just be me again. And then when Izzy's mom got there, I was so afraid that she was going to be mad at me. But even then, she walked over and showed her love for me. And even then, that was God. Her little act of not being mad showed me God's love and that He was there. I wrote down 3 pages, but I ain't reading from it. I had all these worries. all these thoughts that I can't work, I can't pay for school. I hurt Izzy, did this. But Izzy was okay. She just had a cut on her elbow. My girlfriend stepped in and paid for my school, so I didn't have to worry about it. God took away my worries. He was there for me in a time where I wasn't living for him. I was living my way. And that day he knocked some sense into me. Even then he was there for me. And he still is now. Through the recovery, through the times where it hurt to get up, where it hurt to move, he was there. He was healing. He had me. And right now, I tell you, I'm nervous. I've been praying for boldness. And I read the other day that even with faith the size of a mustard seed can move mountains.
Amen.
It's been a hard last 2 months with recovery and all. But a few weeks ago, I got to start back at work. I got to go back to normal. And then people at work, they tell me you don't look like you broke your neck and your back. So I just want to thank God this morning for being there.
Yes, amen.
Amen.
And not leaving my side when he didn't need to.
Amen.
And then I'm going to announce the next speaker, and it's my pleasure to ask Brother Elijah to come and